so rude.
That's what you are. I call him how I see it.
Talk to me nice or don't talk to me twice.
Hi, Ma. I love you. Ain't nobody talking to you. Mind your business. Bye.
I'm still better than you. I'm still the better looking.
Bye.
I'm the best child, her favorite child.
You're not a favorite. Hey, YouTube. So, we kind of just jumped into this YouTube thing without letting you guys know who we are. So, today is going to be 25 facts about me. I'm Yesi, by the way. So, my full name is Yesenia Mildred Diaz. Yes, I have a older woman's middle name. Honestly, my middle name's my mom's first name. Yeah. I'm definitely older than I look. I'll be 30 in July. I'm only saying this because I get that a lot. Not tooting my own horn. Just saying. Puerto Rican, Dominican. One thing I get about that a lot is like, oh my goodness, you're the best of both worlds. Or how is that possible if they're always fighting? I don't know. It's just, it happened. My dad's Dominican. My mom's Puerto Rican. And that's just how it happens. I was in a dance group. Well, a baton twirling group for almost 17 years. I went from being like just one of the girls that was like participating to becoming like a captain to like becoming a captain with my own section. Like it was pretty dope. But then I got old and I was like, my body can't take this no more. After high school, I was accepted into a pharmacy school, like a pharmacy tech, and I did all my classes all the way up to my internship. I did one day at my internship and I quit. It just wasn't for me. I was like, I'm not about this life. I'm not about just standing behind the counter counting pills. Like, no, thank you. So I dropped out and I hid it from my mom for about 3, maybe 4 months. I kind of just didn't tell her. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to school. I'll see you later. Didn't. Growing up, we moved around quite a bit. So I'm from Boston. Like, I'm from Boston. But from kind of everywhere. So I've lived in JP, I've lived in Hyde Park, I've lived in Dorchester, I've lived in Revere. I lived in Florida for, I think it was like a month or maybe 2 months. I was a lot younger. I was probably like 13. So around the same time my parents got divorced, so we moved back to Boston. I got my first tattoo when I was 16, and then I got about 13 more, so I'm at 14 tattoos right now. I plan on covering most of my body. Actually, I forgot this one. I have 15 tattoos right now. I plan on covering most of my body in tattoos. It's just kind of like a way that I like to express myself. I know some people are against it. Some people are for it. Personally, I love tattoos. That's just me. I also have 15 piercings. I don't wear all my piercings. Most of them are in my ears. So I have like 6 on one ear and then like 5 on the other, something like that. For the most part, I just wear my hoops. Like my favorite food of all time is chicken and pineapple pizza. Why? Because pineapple belongs on pizza, and we are not going to debate this. You can debate by yourself in the comment section. Thank you. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Promise you that. Belle from Beauty and the Beast, by far, she will always and forever be my favorite Disney princess. It's just what it is. Favorite color is pink. Yes, I know, such a girly girl. I'm a girly girl at heart. It is what it is. I don't do sports. I don't do bugs. I don't do dirt. Like, no, thank you. You can keep that. So I have 3 siblings. 2 half-brothers from my dad's side. They're twins. They're also older than me. And then there's my younger sister who you guys know. We do this channel together, Yari. The first actual relationship I was ever, like, my first real like boyfriend girlfriend relationship was in my sophomore year of high school, and that lasted for like almost 10 years on and off, but like that's for another story time. That's for another story time. Point of being is that was probably like obviously the longest relationship I was ever in, and probably the most like life lesson learned. Another story time. I don't have my license, as sad as that sounds. I've had my permit like 3 times. I just keep letting it expire. I've taken my road test, but I also failed that 4 times. So, yeah, yay me, right? I can drive though. Like, I know how to drive. I just get nervous in front of somebody staring at me as I drive. I mean, how are you supposed to drive if someone's just staring at you? I've never broken a bone. In almost 30 years of life, I've never broken a bone. Fingers crossed, knock on some wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I've had my tonsils removed. I've had my wisdom teeth removed. Other than that, no actual major surgeries. I have 3 pets. I have 2 dogs and a cat. There's Coco, a Chihuahua. Esco, which honestly me and my roommate aren't 100% sure what kind of dog he is, but he's wild. And then there's Lola, our cat, our fat cat. For high school, I went to Snowden International in Copley. I studied Mandarin Chinese for 4 years in high school. Shorty don't remember a lick of it. Nothing. I probably know how to say hi, but I'm not even gonna try because I'll probably pronounce it wrong, and I don't want to offend anyone. So that's just so sad. How I studied 4 years and I don't remember nothing. I consider myself super silly. Like, at least when I'm comfortable with somebody, like comfortable enough that I can be myself, I'm a goofball. Like, constantly laughing, constantly joking. Like, it just, after, you know, it makes the heart warm. Right after high school, I had applied to like a bunch of colleges because I was considering doing psychology. Like, I was like, I think I want to be a therapist or counselor. And then I realized I don't really want to listen to people talk about themselves all day, or like talk about their problems all day, because then I'm just sitting there listening to people talk about their problems. I didn't really want to do that. So it's like, yeah, we're just not gonna go to school for that. Sometime within the past 2 years, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I'm still learning coping methods and like how to deal with like certain day-to-days, and I'm still learning what it means to be depressed and to have anxiety. I'm gonna like give you guys a story time on that, and like we'll get more in depth on that in another video, but that's something else about me you guys didn't know. I've been known for selling myself short. And I only say this because my roommates constantly like threaten to punch me in the head because I do it. I mean, I don't mean to, but it's one of those things that like sometimes you don't see the value in yourself. And you're still learning the value about y'all know what I'm talking about. You're still learning your value. So like I don't always see I don't see it for myself. If I could change one thing about myself, it'd probably be how often I overthink or overanalyze like a situation or conversation. I'm constantly worrying about the negative aspects of a lot of things, like the negative what ifs. Like, I say like a lot too. What was I just talking about? When it comes to like overanalyze and overthink situations, instead of just taking the situation, the conversation, or whatever it is for what it is, instead of doing that, I usually think of like, well, what if this is what this is what they really meant, or like, what if this is what actually happened, or what if instead of, like, if the conversation we had was a specific kind of conversation, instead of just taking it for what, like, the conversation we had, okay, I'd be like, I'll sit here and be like, well, what if they actually meant this? Or what if they only said that because they want to, you know, make me feel good? Instead of just like, no, maybe that person said that because that's actually what it is. Just saying it, get out your head. Stop overthinking everything. My biggest pet peeve has to be empty promises. Do not promise me anything you are unsure if you can keep. I would so much rather you tell me, I don't know, or I can try, but I don't know. Don't be like, yeah, I got you, I promise. If you actually don't know, like, that's fine. You don't have to promise me. I'd rather you be like, I'm gonna try. Or, I don't know, we'll see. I'd rather you be like, we'll see, instead of being like, nah, I promise I got you, and then you don't. It could be like the simplest thing, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the store and grab you some milk. I promise. Don't promise me you're gonna grab me some milk if you don't know if you can. I'll try to grab you some milk. I'm gonna see if I can grab you some milk, but don't be like, I promise, if you don't know if you can. Don't promise me empty anythings. My most embarrassing moment that I can think of off the top of my head would have to be so I was in a boyfriend's house, a boyfriend that I was dating at the time. I was in his house. He lived on like this 2-floor apartment kind of thing. And I had to pee really bad. I was downstairs. I had to pee really bad. Bathroom was upstairs. So I was like, I have to pee. So I go up the stairs. You have to like turn a corner to go up the stairs. So I turned the corner to go upstairs, and he was standing there, scared the piss out of me. Literally, I peed myself in front of this man, and I didn't know what to do. I just stood there. I didn't know what to do. I was like scared, peed myself, and like laughing all at the same. It was horrible. It was so bad. I was so embarrassed. I was just like, I gotta go home. Yeah. Bonus fact about me for you guys. I've had just about every hair color you can think of. Like black, brown, blonde, green, purple, red, you name it, I've had it. I've had literally every single color in the book. I also went to beauty school, so I think I'm the shit sometimes, even though I probably shouldn't be doing my own hair because I'm probably damaging more than I'm doing actually anything good for it. But I should look good, right? Well, thank you guys for getting to know me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow us on IG. Follow us on Snap. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all the support. I mean, we're still trying to get videos out as often as possible. We're still trying to come up with new ideas for you guys. Thank you. Thank you. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you guys. Bye, YouTube.